mystery box. Not too sure what's in here. Another electric scooter, I know that much, but I don't know what to expect. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing out of the box that shows no markings at all, and just see exactly what's in here. I'm curious. Let's see. Here it is, out of the box. I did not expect this. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is a big scooter. This thing is big. I mean, for size reference, you can see, look at it next to my Aerox, which is a pretty big scooter. This thing is literally taller than the Aerox. That is a big scooter. So here it is, the Tifgalop. Another Gallop in the stables. I was waiting to say that. And I'm pretty excited to see exactly what this thing's capable of. It's got a lot of cool looking features on it. I want to say first and foremost, this is the biggest scooter we've had on the channel. So I don't know what to expect. I can tell you though that there are a few things on this that I wish it had. One, I wish it had hydraulic brakes. We can see, what is this? Is it hydraulic? Maybe it is. Hold on. Yeah, it is hydraulic. Wow. Hey, surprise. It's hydraulic, idiot. That's me. I'm impressed. So far, I'm impressed. I guess that's what I'm going for here. This thing's got huge, huge, fat tires on it. Look at those suckers. They're big. Those are some big tires. These are like almost the same size tires as like a little mini bike. So God, everywhere I look on this thing, dual rear suspension, big front fork. This is a big bike. So let's go ahead and charge this thing up and then take a look at what we got, because I can't wait to get this thing out on the road. Huge ground clearance. I don't know, man. This is big. It says K8, Tifgalop K8. Hey, it's big. Definitely not portable. It does fold down, but whew, let's just charge it up and see what happens. Okay, so we're out here with the Tifgalop K8, a really large scooter. It's not super long or super tall, but it is really bulky. Like it's got a lot of mass to it, and you can really see it. It's got a giant battery. It's got this is 60 volt battery, by the way, so it's gonna have a pretty decent top speed. It's got dual rear suspension, shocks in the back. I've kind of looked over everything and set it up, made sure everything was tight, and we're gonna go ahead and see what this thing can do top end. We've got a nice straightaway here. Not sure what to expect, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up my GPS on the phone to record it, and we'll see what that top speed actually is. I'm really curious what that means. Okay, we've got the reset done on this. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna attempt to hold this while I go. Hopefully I don't drop my phone. Should have brought the phone holder. Hindsight. Let's see. Anyway, so gear 1 is low speed. We're going to move straight to the top speed. We're going to put this thing in turbo with dual motors and not going to waste any time. We're going to see what this thing is capable of.
I would imagine this setup should probably be over 40 miles an hour. We'll see. It's pretty sketchy, but wish me the best. See what we can do. Actually, you know, I'm gonna put this in my pocket because I think this thing's really gonna go pretty fast. So let's put it in the pocket. Stay right there, little buddy. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. So the ramp up of speed is slow. I bet there's some settings we can do to get that a little better. But we're over 30. It's 35. Yeah, it looks like we're approaching 40. Yeah. There's someone on the sidewalk again. I'm going to slow down. There's 40. Okay. No, 37 is what this thing says. So I'm gonna look up the settings and see if there are some settings that we can adjust. Maybe that was on a single motor. Let's see. Was it? Oh yeah, that was just a single motor. Let's try again with dual motor. It's kind of confusing because the thing says single and dual, and there's no indication as to whether or not we're on dual motors. Same thing with the Eco Turbo. So let's go ahead and run it back. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh man. Oh, acceleration is way better. Holy shnikes. Look at that. 40. Way over 40. 45. Okay, we gotta slow down. Woo! Holy moly. Okay. So that was the problem. I was in single motor, but still 40 miles an hour on one motor, and I'm gonna be honest, I could not hold it. I felt it. I felt it getting a little wobbly, so I did not want to hold on there. That was getting too fast. You can tell the rake of this fork is definitely too upright for that kind of speed. I would imagine you want it to be a little more. You want a little more caster there. So speed-wise, 43 miles an hour. That is getting there fast. Acceleration is really quick. A lot quicker, obviously, dual motor. Got to run these things in dual motor. But man, that thing is boogieing. Holy shnikes. It's pretty quick. Oh yeah, look at that. Woo! That's 30 right there. Just like that. 0 to 30 in like 3 seconds, maybe. That's pretty quick. Wow. I'm gonna turn it on eco mode. What does it do? Okay, that's way better. My blood pressure can come down a little bit. So yeah, it's a nervous ride. I will say that this is a nervous ride. When you get up to over 30 miles an hour, 35 miles an hour, in that 40 range, it does start to get a little bit of a head shake. I think it needs a stabilizer for sure to really go for that 50 mile an hour. But I think 45 is definitely a realistic top speed now that I did that little pull. Yeah, that's plenty fast. Holy moly. I'd be curious to see how it is with a stabilizer, and I'm not too sure. I don't have too many of these stand-up big boys, so I don't know how they're supposed to feel at speed, but man, to me that was a nervous ride. I will say that. Let's go off-road here onto the dirt road. See what that feels like. Yeah, it takes the bumps, no problem. These big fat tires are easily absorbing the small bumps and stuff, and then the full suspension is obviously taking care of the big stuff. So it's definitely comfortable at slower speeds, no issues there. But man, when you start to lay into the power and get get ahead of steam, it really does get nervous. Like I said, you can feel the front end. I could not keep it from shaking. It was starting to do this, and there's just really nothing you can do once it oscillates. Once you get that oscillation going in the steering, it's usually the end. So I let off, slowed down. Best bet. Anyway, we'll head back, let my blood pressure go back down, and pretty badass scooter, I will say that. That's the fastest I think I've ever gone on a stand-up scooter. It was 44 miles an hour there, 43, 44. The dash was showing 45 and still climbing, so I'm sure it would have gotten at least 45 GPS and probably closer to 50 on the dash, and with the stabilizer maybe even more, who knows. Man, what a hell ride. This thing is supposed to get around 70 miles of range in like the eco mode, and I'm not too sure on that. I think obviously that's going to depend a lot on how much you weigh and what kind of terrain you're going over, weather, all the good stuff. But dirt roads, no problem. The dual motors are always a must on these things. I will say, I've said it before and I'll say it again, if you get one of these, get one with dual motors. Don't get a single motor. Single motor is okay for like around the city or whatever you want, but the traction and the power that you get from a dual motor, just ride the dual motor in eco like this, and you'll be very sure-footed. You won't have to worry about pea gravel or dirt or rocks or anything like that. You'll have a good, confident ride, and it doesn't kill the battery anymore just because you're running dual motors. As long as you stay at like a nice constant pace like this and you're not overextending the power, it's going to use the same amount of power regardless to hold the same speed. Not bad though. All right, so we made it back, and one of the really cool features that I want to show you, I have the doors shut so we can make it a little darker in here, because the lighting on this thing is pretty fantastic. If you look here, you've got full LED all the way around. What a cool option. Visibility super high. You can feel safe riding around on the road at night. People are definitely going to see this. It's going to look like a UFO cruising down the road. So big, nice dual LED headlights as well. And of course, you got a horn and turn signals. Why not, right? Nice sequencing turn signals. I like that. And I just love how this whole thing's lit up. That's a really cool feature. That's going to do really well safety-wise. And that's really important with these bikes, because you do not want to be caught out on the road invisibly. That's going to be a big nightmare. So really cool. If you guys are into this, let me know. I'm really into it. The stability scared me a little bit. Obviously, small wheels and a very upright fork is definitely gonna contribute to that instability. As you can see on like bikes, see how there's more rake to it? That's gonna contribute to front end stability. And I think that would probably help out on this a little bit, just to keep us going straight, because it has like a natural centering effect. So either way, maybe we'll look into a stabilizer or something like that if we can figure out a way to fit one on here. Shouldn't be too difficult. And we'll see. There's probably some more speed to be unlocked in the Tifgalop. Really cool. Like I said, dual 3,000 watt motors, so 6 kilowatts total, but it's 3,000 each. We'll say that. And 60 volts. So a 45 mile per hour plus capable out of the box stand-up scooter. Comes with a seat as well, as you guys saw, but I took that off for now just because I like to ride kind of like skateboard style. Sitting down is cool for long distances, but we only went on a 5 mile hike there, so it's easier to just stand up and have fun that way. Plus, bailing is a little easier if I have to. Good thing I didn't have to. I was wearing my helmet just in case, though. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this little review of the Tifgalop, a really cool stand-up scooter, and you'll see it more on the channel. We'll see if we can get a stabilizer, like I said, do some more stuff. And I will see you guys in the next one.